Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. It's 12 o'clock for Midnight Run in today's live summon event in the Crew 2. 3 years ago, the theme summon that is mostly related to classic vehicle, particularly the ones made in the 1930s, unlike other previous summon, this was the first summon to be featured as a rerun to have 6 events will go for the nighttime except 3 skills will be on the day or night cycle, but it will have to go by required by vehicle restriction that will have to take 2 classic vehicles from the 20th century and 1 for the aircraft vehicle in 2018 is now being listed to be checked and eligible to be selected for only 1 best recommend bundle before entered due to my absence of delay by focusing in the full walkthrough. But here I am right now. This will have to take one nighttime theme summon will go rolling in is now being available on July 31st through August 7th in the first week of this month, just like April 14th through the 21st of 2021. Hope you guys are about to get ready because the rerun is about to go for the midnight run. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's get ready to go and start for today's live summon event. So, Grand Depart is good to be complete. Check and update on the Platinum after finishing to do some WIP sessions will go update to become as members only. And here I am right now after finishing in the final week of July. Rank on the Platinum in 2,374 place in 1,142,875 points will receive to have 3 rewards including more followers to get the Lotus Exceeds S Rallycross Edition, Fireworks Nitro on the rare, and Score Breaker boosted for the Hypercar Discipline is about to be checked, finishing up, and let's go for having a time of condition will be on midnight. But looks like Bolt Interception Unit Academy is about to be date on schedule, will be coming soon after Hypercars Planes, A World of Cars, and Drifters are about to be confirmed and mark on the date of schedule when we're about to take the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th week of August. We'll have to be on a reminder on every Wednesday after finishing on the latest theme summon will have to be available in about 1 day left until tomorrow on Tuesday. But after all, everything is going classic to have 1 Granville Brothers aircraft GBR-1 Midnight Run Underglow and Nitro Chemist boosted for the Air Race Discipline. Just have to do some category of reward. We'll be starting out onto the Bronze and onward as usual in the Platinum. So let's begin and start out to have 3 skills will be on a day or night cycle will be set on Speed Trap. But good thing using 2 versions of the Proto Hub 1 is now being featured for today's video segment, as I'm about to go on Historic District Dallas for only 1 skill will be going full straight and have the Hot Rod Edition will be entered to have skill 2 and 3 later on. But hopefully, classic cars only, or if possible just have to grab any kinds of modern vehicle from the 21st century will be welcome to be doing the main part of the rerun. But good thing I'm about to be cruising around to have the Ferrari FXXK 2015 is about to go rolling in and scout out on 1 highlighted radius. Same spot as ever, just have to go anywhere and make that quick U-turn and make that good position right over here. Reverse. Okay, that should good, doing well. Now, gonna have to be ready up and go with the Inferno Edition and Dragster vehicle. Got to go by quick filters, and here is the Inferno Edition of the 1930 Proto Hub 1 Drag Race Edition. It's about to go Nitro Chemist on a per level and 400, 4,423 brake horsepower and top speed correctly, 337 miles per hour. But it's about to go fired up to have some exterior parts will go full Inferno. But different precision does matter, so I'll have to stay on this one until the tires will have to be ready to go on full burn. Alright, just have to be patient and wait until the green spot is about to go on launch. And it's up right now, and few traffic cars are now being roaming around by different positions to go by random. And here's the Nitro. go amp up and clear to have a top speed of 384.1 miles. So there you go, one hot stir of the drag vehicle just going up, and update to be placed on 121,418 points in session number 2. But originally that just took by 109,000 to go by different numbers by random of choice. So that's one speedster is now being checked and cleared before moving up onto 2 types of Salam. So here comes on Miami Beach on skill 2. Better be ready because off-roading cars only, and I'll have to be prepared to have some best selection of off-roading vehicle to be well preferred on rallycross. But if possible, just have to go with motocross is going to be a very good place to be suitable for using 2 versions of rally rate bikes. Gonna have to go back onto the filters to be selected on the vehicle selection and go on rally raid, motocross, or rallycross. It could be quite helpful to be choosing by the best choice. So I got the good skill on 74.4% to be using for the 2018 Yamaha YZ450F. Gonna have to choose this one, and I'll have to be riding around onto the beaches of Miami. But good thing summer is still around, but the best time, we'll always have to keep a good entertainment to come around on any places to be around at the beaches. So it's going to be on dusk, good on the time condition, and still yet to remain until the nighttime. We'll go by skill number 3 if anything else might have to take that further notice. It's all about being patient on in-game time, or exactly around by the total of hours for every 1 hour. Just have to go have a good Salam on position to see how the motocross can actually do well. Come on, make that push, and so far so close. In almost 20,000 points, I just got 19,899 points. That should do well, and have 155,330 points is going well to be checked and achieved for having 1 skill on off-roading. Now for Miami Airport on skill 3, we'll take the tarmac as I'm about to go for a hot rod of vehicle. But that's right, you guys, I'm about to use a hot rod vehicle of the Proto Hub 1 is about to have a burning wheels edition. Just have to sit back and wait, and just have to go for a 3rd choice of vehicle selection. We'll have to be amp up and have a good place around on New York City. Gonna have to go on the filters and discipline by brand. Go down on Proto, scroll down and stop at the letter P. So there it is right now. Find a good score breaker to be categorized on street race discipline. Alright, there's the Burning Wheels edition of the Proto Hub 1 1930 is about to be set. Good to go on the per level on 280 in 650 horsepower and top speed. 226 miles per hour to go for an old-fashioned hot rod. We'll do the course of the Salam at the airport. Hope I'm ready. Nighttime just came on arrival until early daybreak. We'll have to be on quick further minutes until the sunrise. We'll have to come on early morning. This will have to take a quick effort. We'll have to do some Salam to keep a good figure and tap up the good boost to find the line. There goes the main ejected. Slow down and just have to keep a good matter of control. Alright, gotta go on precision to have 3 rolls. Very excellent. Now, just have to keep a good right direction, then go on the left and precision to go mark on the check by underneath the plane. So there you go. Just only have 1 skill attempt by having number 2 will update by 27,484 points. New record and update to be succeeded is now actually to be at 155,920 points. Just in time and go for the nighttime condition. We'll take on 6 events by featuring 3 street race discipline followed by 1 air race, drift, and rallycross. We'll be ready up and get started out to be having some different challenges. We'll go for the usual part ever since from 3 years ago as original. So first up, Jersey City for the Waco YMF-5D Super is about to be set and go for the night condition to be settled on the air. But you know it is because air race will face the nighttime to be around on New York City to be anywhere to have a 2-lap time attack will be embraced in the sky. But remember folks, the per level will be required to be at 270 will be carried out to have 500 brake horsepower in the air and top speed 251 miles per hour. So the pilot will have to take a good first step, will be flying in the sky in nighttime as the grid start will embrace it and have the YM5D Super is gonna have to take a good fight to beat the time in 2 minutes 15.338 seconds. Got to go quick extreme, agile, and make that agility to go quick. 1 second perfect. There we go. Now, gonna have to make that same figures. 1 for the nice, 2 for the nice, and go on vertical straight. Okay, good check. Now, gonna have to keep a good basic average. We'll have to store around on New York City, around on Jersey City. But here comes the loop. Gonna take it and clear the sky. We'll do the half loop on the first lap clear, then lap number 2 will be entered to take the final run. So very good to have 11 seconds perfect. Now adding up by 12, just keep the gate safe and clear without contact. Alright, very good to be quick as an ace. Just keep a good exactly well perfection and match it on 1 second. The Waco is doing well to be succeeded and well expertise. Passing around onto the Statue of Liberty, and here comes the stretch of the finish line. And there you go. That's 1 minute 20.307 seconds has now been checked, achieved, and received 200,000 followers has now earned. Outstanding, and 122,204 points is being checked and received on the first event on Midnight Run. So airbase is now being checked and succeeded, so it's about to go on land base will have a turn. So the second event on New York City or Las Vegas, if anything else possible, just have to go by one event, will take on Rallycross, will be embraced from Motorflix The Agency on Season 2, Episode 1. Rerun Niba Plus Take 2 is about to go set and make that good points to be racking up rather than using on motocross vehicle. But Rallycross will have to be well prepared to have some classic type of style. We'll have to take that segment to be recommendable, or just have to go by any different versions in the 21st century or 20th century that you have to give your style a pick. But you know, nighttime always had to take a good 12 o'clock a.m. for the theme summon. We'll have to keep a good exactly focus to have some stunts, racing, and one air race. We'll do the time trial to go by fly anywhere. So let's see. Which one should I have to start out for only one recommend pick? How about the 1970 Rallycross edition of the Nissan Fairlady 432 Type PS30? This will have to go down to have a good suitable of a classic rally car will be embraced and go by smashing up with some crate, billboards, and some further jumps. We'll have to amp up and get enough nitro chemists to go by quick recovery. Let's start the first take and go right in for having 1 point objective to be anywhere by crossing on further obstacles in Las Vegas. Starting out to have some lineup with some points break, we'll have to go amp up and have some few other top speeds will be optional by further perk. Got to go underneath right here. That's 100 points by crossing in the first checkpoint. Here comes the jump. Yeah, perfect landing and solid fine work. Now I'll have to go again by U-turn and just have to take a quick circle. one UDRS Classic Rally Car will be on the scene and do some tests of warm-up by doing some stunt of jumps. That's the ticket. Clear the path and oof. Just have to go hop down and stay in one piece. Okay, that's better. That should do very well to reach up by 15,000 points. Perfect landing and go by the main objective to climb up in about over 60,000 points. Okay, checkpoint cleared to be proceed onward. Here's the jump and clear the touchdown at the parking lot space. Oh yeah, 20,000 points, here I come and stay on it. Every rallycross vehicles need to have a good entertainment of stunt. Now for the precision to go again. Okay, halfway there and 50% progression. Maybe I'll have to go again and make it for round 2. Yeah, that should do very well. Keep a good suspension and have a less amount of drifting. Okay, that's a good perfect landing. Going forward, and this will have to take that good area to smashing around by points crate. Just make it 1 or 2. Okay, just missed it. Just no time for having a little hustle and bustle. Time's running out. Alright, there you go. Down to 1 minute left. Just have to go on top of the building. Make that good, excellent performance. Airborne on the Fairlane Sea. Okay, that could be having a little bit slight problems of bloopers and outtakes. But need to do some more driving stunt performance. Okay, it's only down to 30 seconds left. Got to hurry up and get there on time before one attempt has to take a follow-up catch-up. And earlier by the clock, finish line just came on arrival. Take that 10-second deadline. Just early by 3 seconds, we'll have to take a good clear on the finish line. So let's see the tally of results. So it'll have to go again for only 1 session on free time. And that's 40,025 points. Come on, have a good guess. Not a chance, and new record to be placed by 70,488 points. Time to do some follow-up catch-up after I just uploaded with some few other content video to be related to have some one further event to climb up on 100,000 points. So let's go to New York City in traffic jam for event number 3. Street race only to have a 3-part conclusion on no restriction, and plus 2 exclusive vehicles we'll be using on the Proto and Bugatti vehicle to be categorized on street race discipline. As I say, classic cars on street race discipline, the only best part is to go by quick filters to have a good place on style and a period of history to have a classic 20th century to be selected, and go with some any kinds of selected vehicle to have a classic vintage muscle car or you name it, just to see which one should I have to start out with. This will have to take a good excellent choice to have a 1961 Jaguar E-Type Series 1 Roadster is good to have a style on the top list, just like the E-Type version on hardtop. But the per level to be currently on 280 to carry out 654 brake horsepower and top speed, 226 miles per hour to be part of Motorplex Season 2 in the first episode of The Agency. So places 12 a.m. we'll go start on nighttime for having one classic car will be on the main scene. But very good for the Jaguar E-Type Series Roadster, we'll have to take the first one to step it in. So I'll have to race it against the clock, just have to make some good spectacular moves. Very good on the touchdown. Now all I have to do is gonna have to keep a good line and have some few other parked vehicles will increase a matter of near misses and precision. So that's 2 times in a row. Go on top of the billboard, make a solid landing. Very good. Now amp up to go full nitro. Okay, very good to have quick 180. Got to go acing up like TK from driver parallel lines. Okay, good aim on the crate. Now for the last 2. Good solid recovery. Now the lineup will have to embrace it with some Dodge parked vehicles. Have enough speed and do 1 jump. Alright, solid fine work to go for a half strike on the crates. FDR drive, do my best part, and I'll have to go aim on the jump. Okay, got a good eye on the billboard. Clear the path, good airborne check, and make a solid 180 turn. Okay, gonna have to do on speed and oncoming. Oof, okay. Close enough. Just need to have enough time, and it's gonna be down to 1 minute and 50 seconds. Just always have to keep practicing more stunts. You'll get it right. Now pack up a good torque, nitro in, and slide around to do a less slight drift. Alright, there we go. Almost there to catching up on 40,000 points. Let's con them up and line them up. Alright, that's good. Just make one good clear path. Going up in about 43,000 points. Okay, time's running out. No time for a little bit more stalling. Just feel the rush and feel the adrenaline. Okay, down to 30 seconds. Clock's ticking. Alright, 55,000 points. Keep going. Just only have one more checkpoint to go, and the finish line just getting nearly there. Kaboom! Right on arrival. Very good, nick up time, and see the results on Traffic Jam has now come together for only one quick on the rush. So I'll have to be patient, and there you go. Almost 60,000 points, but I'm at 56,664 points is now being checked, and almost good enough to have a progress in 76,381 points. But after all, you might have to go for the Jaguar F-Type Professional Edition, might be helping out until you have to get yourself earlier on the free time, or just have to do it on Monday. So next up, once upon a time in Brooklyn for the Bugatti Type 57 SC Atlantic will be ready to roll. But every kind of a best Bugatti vehicle that comes in that have a best high performance. So way back from the 20th century in 1936 is where this most fabulous vintage classic road car has now been styled in black, and I just made it myself to go full golden. But I hope you guys really might need to have any kinds of golden set amenity, including this one is very good to be shining in fortune. The per level is 280 to carry out to have a 400 brake horsepower and top speed, 224 miles per hour for the Type 57 SC Atlantic. Will have to be amp up and go old fashioned to see how the nighttime will have to be settled in to take on with some classic vehicles. You know what else? Something else might be going classic? One French car versus 7 muscle car by having a 1 French versus 7 Americans. This will be doing a perfect nighttime moment to go for a vintage of the 1930s versus the 1970s. So here it comes. Just have to keep a good clean racing and stay golden to be embraced to be racked up in about the top 3 position to go head start in the lead. First checkpoints coming in for the Type 57. Stay in the lead and have checkpoint number 2 will go exit off ramp. Very good sound of the engine, old-fashioned and good vintage in style. Just have the tight turn to keep it nice and neat. Going forward and have checkpoint 3 will be proceed onward. Alright, very good to have a tight handling. Much more similar to be using in the FF car, but the drivetrain is actually to have a similarity to be based off as an FF road car. So I got 10 second, 0.9 is now being checked on the gap. Gotta have to go faster up and have some tight turns to go around by having a 90-degree angle in the left and right direction. That's 13 seconds. Keep going. Just have to keep a good watchful eye out to avoid having a one slight contact collision. Just let him pass and good, clear the path. Just very good to be styled for the Norway and make a good golden fortune for having a Bugatti Type 57 SC Atlantic is much more exactly to go high expensive in a rare vintage vehicle from the 20th century. But it's still old, but everybody really love about the Type 57 SC Atlantic is a quite very good masterpiece ever since to be designed by France in the 1930s. So the gap distance has now been updated by 20 seconds. I still got this in the bag, and going up and make it more patient to have a nitro chemist will be on further notice to have a refill gauges in about 50%. So time elapsed in 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Very good response movement without smashing up objects around the sidewalk. Yeah, good FF steering run. So here comes the dragster run. Slow down and have enough street of elevation and length. So far so good. Braking does matter to go by proper counter steering. So it's almost 3 minutes. Just have to keep it up and keep a little bit much more longer until the final stretch is about to go right over here. Come on, let's push that old dog in and good clear on the finish line. So that's 3 minutes, 10.320 seconds is done and done, classic clear. Alright, that's 121,864 points. Just have to go halfway there to be finishing up on event number 4. That means 2 more to go for only a second part of the street race discipline. We'll go for having a mountain state location by using the Proto Hub 1 will be entered at the strange case of 1950. Any kinds of vintage road car from the 20th century that brings out to have a related to have 20 years later from the 1930s to the 1950s to have what it takes to go by vintage of style by using one Proto Hut 1. But if possible, there might be some different versions to be using with the Clumsy, Marco's Cap Edition, and Burning Wheels Edition. But one standard version on the street race discipline is about to be set and go normal by having a max per level on 280 to carry out with 520 horsepower and top speed, 226 miles per hour to have my UDRS Insportec vintage livery will go full blue in Hot Rod. For every different style of hot rod flames has still got some good touches and different styles since the culture of the 20th century back from the 1950s it still remains is being unchangeable. But mostly other fans still have some very good love on vintage road cars that is easily to becoming as hot rod flames. As of right now, the race goes on and have a lineup of overtake with some few other Proto Hut 1 and Cadillac Eldorado is about to go rolling in. So I got the lead and have the nighttime to go in wet condition is about to be settled in and keep the good grip to hold down the traction. But it's been a while that I never used the Proto Hut 1 in every live summit event and full walkthrough. But still have my UDRS Insportec livery, will always have to go for a new challenge and make it go old fashioned. But still have to take some good proper steering because the drivetrain is still remain to be actually to have a roll of an FF layout. Just have to keep it nice and easy and go proceed on the checkpoints. Have enough boosted and climbing up to be forward to be climbing up by exactly in 30% progression to stop in. So now going in on gear number 5. Going full straight and have some few other elevation to come around and follow the route to go anywhere to have a one best classic street race event. This will have to take a matter of practice whenever you're going to master the Proto Hut 1 in future live summit event after finishing up by the original and yet currently to go on reruns. So I'm in the middle of nowhere. Just have to go forward up and have a halfway mark position in about 55%. Still have a good top speed performance is currently on average. But the steering, it takes a lot of work, so you have to master very well to have a full traction to get yourself safe without losing any kinds of problem. Okay, that's more like it. Going on full straight. Alright. Just to let you guys know, I still really need to get myself to be focused on the race and the route itself to be preferred to be using on the track. Well, no offense, I'm just really enjoy racing to go on the open road, just like doing a good Forza Horizon. Okay, it's only down to 10% to go. I have to make it. Just have to be patient and wait for the nitro to be quick refill on standby. There's the finish line. Got to get in there and clear the podium. So there you go. That's 3 minutes, 3.068 seconds is now being currently checked and see the tally of results. So that's 105,627 points. 7 parts of the legendary category has now been received and well earned. So good thing having third part of the street race event as penultimate, so only one more to go by having a drift discipline by combo event will take on in New York City. So let's open up and let's see what it is. Motor Trend Classic Challenge is about to go classic drift only. Perfect, and this will have to take a good feature of restriction as I'm about to be putting up to have some 2 events on follow-up catch-up as I'm about to be selected by 1 classic vehicle in drift discipline. 2 of them in Land Evo 6, 1 DMC DeLorean Auto Drip Edition, and 1967 Shelby GT500 Drip Edition is now being eligible for participation. So which one should I have to start out with? Maybe one JDM or one American car is quite good enough to have a Nitro Chemist, as I just yet to be planned on WIP session to go on record in progress until the update will be converted into members only. But don't forget folks, you might need to have enough money to go buy join to have my support to my channel will be available by $1.99 is gonna have to take a good receipt on exclusive such as loyalty badges and some custom emoji created by myself. But let's have to go by choosing the Shelby GT500 and take the first step we'll have to find out soon enough. So here I come viewers, this will have to take one more event to go for only one classic combo event to take on for having one skill set on Drip Discipline. But 7 street race versus one classic drip vehicle to be achieved and finishing up in the top 3. Got to be very extra careful. This may not be ordinary drift. This could get serious. Okay, looks like gonna have to keep a good driving trait. We'll go Sean Boswell. Ooh, tight grip. Very crazy and tight grip. Okay, good on the highway. Now gonna have to go ace like a pro. Always have to keep it well preferred to have that turn to go clear and steady. But there's no need to have some racking up the points. This will be doing a temporary event. Alright, very good to ace up the grip. Just only have first lap. We'll have to get there and make it in one piece. That's one lap down. One more to go. Yeah, kinda say, it feels good to be driving anywhere to become as the driver. So you really need to be very extra careful. Don't lose enough grip. You have to keep yourself to remain focused if you have enough full traction to get yourself under control. But only one classic supercar is still currently to catch up onto my lead. Good eye guess on the Lamborghini Mira is currently on 2nd place. Okay, that was a sloppy turn on the right corner. Come on, make that final turn to go quick and make it to the finish line. Okay, how about that? That was a crazy drift street race event. Well, in the end, just only have 2 minutes, 5.108 seconds, just almost get there, close enough to have 76,639 points. So American Muscle Car has now been tested to have 1 attempt. Then let's go for attempt number 2 by using the float edition of the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 6 GSR. That will be a very good proud Japanese moment to go full all-wheel drive and rather than using any specific vehicle to be driving on F-bar layout. But the test is about to go on Midnight Club Street Racing to go full drip and rack up the perk. So let's give it a go for attempt number 2 by change of tuning and make it well full balance on all-wheel drive dripster vehicle. It takes experience whenever you're gonna have to keep a good full potential balance to slow down and have more speed to get enough on acceleration. But it takes practice. We'll get it right to do one pattern at a time to have some minor adjustment and traction to go by full capacity. So this part of the session might have to get a little bit more patient to do one pace at a time. So I finally get the hang of it and full acceleration to go on straights. Just have that nitro to give it what for. Okay, this could get tricky on the next turn. Same as ever, just keep rack up the drip and then don't do any spin out. Nice. Gonna have to keep a good half gauge on the nitro. Then passing through, we'll be on the way in the final lap. Come on, just have to keep that grip and traction, respond quickly. This could be quite facing up the racing of drifting impossible. Alright, that should do well. Come on, just have to go classic in Japanese style with the old-fashioned way. Now for the second attempt. Try as ever. Okay, another checkpoint clear. Now, one more to go towards the finish line. Just have to watch it and get that checker flag. Is now on the podium. Whoosh! Now, that's what I call acing up on the driving drifting in one course. And there you have it, 115,819 points by receiving a minute 55.666. Now that's a good midnight drifting for a combo event on race number 6. So folks, in about 22 hours left on Midnight Run, and very good to be received on the Platinum by having a jump start in rank 1,310 place in 1,145,054 points is very good for having a first rerun since 3 years ago. So what do you think? It takes a lot of good classic cars will be rolling in for this part of the Team Summon, and of course 3 skills on time condition to be around on daytime and nighttime. 2 for Salam and 1 per Speed Trap for any kinds of different land-based vehicle to go by number 8, and 1 for the Air Race Discipline. But after all, every classic cars will always have to do some more stunt events, will require the climbing up to do some best part on follow-up catch-up on Rallycross and Street Race Discipline to do some stunt event from Motorflix the agency. So very good enough for having one best moment to have a classic drift discipline to be racing around on New York City in Motor Trend Classic Challenge. But which one should I have to think about the best favorite of 2 classic of the vehicle? But the Bugatti Type 57 SC Atlantic in Once Upon a Time in Brooklyn is very good and best nostalgia classic road car from the 1930s that has a good retrospective to be around since the early 20th century. But the Hub one is very good to have some custom parts that you really have to be preferred to go by differences as street, per, or dirt spec from the Group 1 back from 2014. But of course, different style comes in with some quite very good expertise to go in with having one livery in Hot Rod Flames. And for the Waco YMF-5D Super at New York City and Jersey City for the Air Race Discipline. Very good and fly around to go by 2-lap time attack will make a good mark and fly ace like a pro. So the first week of August is now being checked and cleared for myself for having a one best debut on Midnight Run is clear and done. Next up, the rerun on Hypercars Plains will have to be set on the usual to go preview to have some 6 events and 3 skills will be going on Speed Trap, Low Altitude, and Escape to have 2 land-based and 1 air-based vehicle. Don't forget you guys, you need to have 3 eligible vehicles on restriction like the Bugatti La Voyager Noé, BMW C4 M40i, and Porsche 911 GT1 Straton version Type 993 along with the other 2 events on Hypercar and Street Race and plus touring car on no restriction only. So this will have to take the best time to wrap this up until at the end of the video is I have to be patient and wait until the Bolt Interception Unit Academy will be scheduled by coming soon. And reminder folks, give a super thanks, we'll have to give it extra help and support to my channel, we'll be giving it additional by further needs. So thank you for enjoying watching the video in the Crew 2 folks, I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on DeeperNet Art, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. Plus, membership is now open to everyone. We'll join in to get access for a price levels for a month with exclusive perks, custom emojis with my OCs, and many features to help and support my channel. It's the best way to help each other out. We'll always have to gain support and have some more features to be available by exclusive content videos. I'll be see you guys next time on the live summit event in the Crew 2, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.